Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. I have arrived in Galaniath, and it's time to find out if Faltharon has arrived. Hello there.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I have not seen a man that you describe, traveler. I assure you, were the Lord Regent to visit our village, his presence would have been known to all of us. You're welcome to await his arrival here, and perhaps you might be of aid to me in the meantime. Of course.
There's
What?
naught but ill omens these days.
I have been trying for days now to convince the people to leave, to seek shelter in Termladen. It's a great and fortified shelter for our people, one of the few in Gondor, and the brother to one that lies within the lands of Rohan. It is more than able to house us all, the people of Lebanon and beyond, and its walls would keep us from the growing war in Gondor. My folk are headstrong, traveler. They think that since Peligir has been reclaimed and no foes have come to our doors, that we're safe. I don't think that's so. Would you speak to them for me, urge them to reconsider before it's too late? I can do that. What else do you need me to do?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
If you are to remain here, as I fear many will, we must be better prepared. When the corsairs come to Peligir, we fled the plains back into our houses, and in doing so, we left a great deal of wood behind. I have seen shadows moving among the trees to the south, and I fear it can only be the Haradrim came across the river. We can lift wood as well as you can, but we can't fend off swordsmen or of their skill. Yes, if you would seek them out and recover the wood, we would keep the fires lit and rest a mite easier. All right then. I shall do so. So I need to urge folk to leave, and let's collect the wood first. Ah, the first of the scouts. Not that I haven't faced one already. Yeah, level 101. The scouts cheat. They're above level cap. Now this could have been worse back in the sections, such as at 106, where there's a significant jump between the levels. Alright, there you go. I don't think it's as bad going from level 100 to 101, but when we had the jump from 105 to 106, oh boy, it was incredible how big a jump of one level could be. And how the nuisance. Actually, we had a similar thing going from, yes, 85 to 86, a similar problem there which would have encountered already. Now, here we go. Chopped wood. There you go. And of course, because this is why I left off taking care of all the scouts. Ouch. Before, because I knew I had to come back out here and kill them again. Now, of course, you don't have to do it efficiently. After all, yeah, that does not look like a group that I want to be facing anytime soon. Small fellowship, right? I've seen some that are marked solo as there. And how are we supposed to solo this one? Even if you are confident in using war steeds? And I'm definitely not confident in using war steeds. I collected all the wood that I can find.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
If my people will not be moved, I am thankful that you have kept us from harm. This wood will keep our fires lit for some time. I just hope to see the sun again one day. Well, I think we all do. Now, let's urge some people to move, though, based on what he's said so far. I have a feeling this is going to be very much an uphill battle. Ah, here's the first person to persuade. We have lost so much already. I can't bear to lose my children as well. I shall heed your request, traveler. Well, alright, he didn't trust the person in charge, but oh yeah, let's trust some random hobbit. Maybe I reminded him of his children or something. Hello? If we surrender to fear now, then for what are all our toils? Really? Really? That's your answer? What about this woman? Let the enemy blot out the sky. I shall not be moved. Boy, she is persistent. And we got one more, I think, and that is over here. So many of these people aren't in the mood to move. And what about this woman? I would sooner burn my crops than abandon my home. Who are you to speak for the steward? All right, now let's get back to Arvalon, right? That will be this way. It's amazing how the criteria for fish slapping somebody tends to go down over time. Because once you bought the emote, you might as well use it, I guess.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I can't say that I'm surprised that many of them are ignoring your advice to seek shelter. They have paid me no mind either since the skies went dark. Still, I thank you for trying on my behalf. I only wish to see my people safely through this war, but it remains their choice to make. Well, there is that little problem. Oh, what does he need now?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Ah, my friend, the Lord Regent has arrived in Glaniath. I heard a great commotion by the western road as he rode in, and he's made it known that he seeks his father, who was lost in the conflict at Peligir. Our folk have heard many strange things of late, but I'm not certain of his whereabouts. Perhaps he has already spoken to the others of such matters? You have been a great help to me and to my folk, Pineleaf. I hope your charge bears fruit for the sake of all Lebanon. All right, so I will talk to Baltharon because apparently he has arrived while I was giving people advice and collecting wood and all sorts of other things. I must admit that I completely forgot that there was another gate to this city.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Ah, there you are, Pineleaf. I was beginning to worry that you had set off without me. The folk of Glaniath have told me that the Haradrim passed by along the roads to the west and south, and did not halt their advance to attack. These folk have also spoken of hearing weakened cries of a man among their ranks. I hope my father yet lives, but I fear the tortures the Haradrim might inflict upon him if he's indeed their prisoner. The roadway to the west passes to the north and leads to the great hill to one of the south beacons of Lebanon. Let us follow it and see if we can discover where the Haradrim have gone. All right, follow the road north towards the beacon Searthunk. Very well, sir. On my way. In order for us to reach the beacon, we apparently have to ford a little stream here. I'll assume that's not intended to be a bridge, because if it is, it's not a very good bridge. Yes, we will put a stone wall at the island to help you to ford the stream, but we are not going to actually. Haradrim have overrun the road leading up to the beacon. Why am I not surprised? Well then, looks like my weapons are being overrun by Haradrim because they just love stealing my weapons today. Well, we'll have to. Let's. Oh, there are two of them. Well, good thing I tried to deal with them before that patroller arrived. Oh, stop it! Stop stealing my weapon! I can't kill you if you do that! I know, I suspect that's the entire point, right? Well, let's take care of a few more. We gotta take care of 8 of them along the way. And then find out if his father is anywhere in the area. Now, I would say that a beacon's a strange place to be taking a prisoner. I mean, you literally have a beacon. Well, okay. I suppose that if the people that know that you are taking it to a beacon, then you literally have a beacon pointing exactly where you're at and where the prisoner is at. I guess we better take care of these two also, just in case. Now, what do we have to do after we kill them? Oh boy. Really, really annoying. Exaltation of battle. Oh, that's. I was wondering, what's that? Oh, no. That's my skill. All right, now find the entrance to. Oh no, call forth and defeat the leader of the Haradrims. That means, guess I could have bypassed those. Well, I suppose I'd have a deed in here somewhere of killing these guys, right? Right. So I don't have to be overly efficient. Not that I expect to actually finish the deed, but that's a little minor detail. Alright, here we go. Let's take care of this guy. Really? I can't even get started and he already stolen my weapon. Good grief. Now, you. Can I get a gambit off, please? Thank you. What? He didn't steal my weapon. Wow. Discovered Searthonk. Alright. Now, up the stairs. Of course. And now we need to find the leader. Oh. Well, we found Siragon. Well, I suppose that's always good. How do we call forth? Oh, maybe that's what the horn is for. I assumed that horn was to... No. That was just to call followers. Alright, where is... Because I presume that... Did I just completely miss the horn here? Or I need to call for... Oh! I'm just so used to it being at the main site. Ah, there he is. Hi there. No comment? Alright, fine. I can kill you without a comment. Well, assuming that I don't get stunned or anything serious like that. Alright, let's see. Rage. Of course he's raged. Well, as the Haradrim slaver falls defeated, you can hear the labored breaths of a man nearby. Probably of Siragon, who I've already seen here. I think every time I've done this quest, I've found Siragon before figuring out how to find that horn. There you go. Too weakened to support himself, Lord Siragon falls to the ground. There you go, one father.
How may I help you, friend?
I began to lose hope, my friend, but I fear our journey is not yet over. My father's condition is greatly concerning. He looks starved to the bone, and his wounds risk infection. I wish to look over his wounds, but I don't wish to see the worry in my eyes. Speak to him and draw his attention for a moment. Distract him while I cure him. Oh boy. Well, what do you say about that? Hi there! My name is Piney
We
Beetle.
woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Sirgan gazes into distance at the ruin of Peligir, his eyes heavy and laden with tears. He musters a weak smile as you approach him. I believed none yet lived to search for me, but you've proven me wrong, Warden. You have renewed the hope that the men of Harad stole from me as they forced me to watch my city burn. I may be but a lord of ruins, but my family lives yet, and there is still a dawn waiting to pierce the skies. Well, that's nice.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
My father needs the care of a healer, and Peligir is no place for the wounded. There is a fortified haven nestled in the mountains to the west known as Tumladen. It is a shelter to my people during times of war, and indeed, many of the folk of Lebanon and Losanark have already sought refuge within the walls. Yes, so I've heard rumor of such. It is there that I must bring my father, and with haste. Very well. You will go there.
There's naught but
Oh.
ill omens these days.
With Peligir in such ruin, Tumladen may well be the only shelter that still remains in Lebanon. While I long to look back upon my wife and son again in Ost Anglebed, we have come too far to make such a journey. My father is in dire need of food and rest, and I grow weary, for bearing the blade and armor so long has tired me greatly. I know you desire to rejoin Lord Angbor, but if you would meet me and my father at Tumladen, I can aid you in readying yourself for the journey ahead. The gate wardens have been known to refuse outsiders during times of war, but if you mention my name, I'm certain that they will let you pass. Well, I hope so. Hello, I'm a random hobbit. Besides, it looks like that Lord Angbor wants me to go to Tumladen anyway. So we might as well kill two Haradrim with one spear. I think I have found Tumladen. This looks like a Gondorian city. And even the bulletin board says so. You have arrived at the fortified settlement of Tumladen. Hello there.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
What interest have you in Tumladen, traveler? So that's it then. Yes, the Lord and his son arrived quite recently, but how can I be certain of your intent? Fine. Yeah, right. Very well. On your feet. I shall allow you entry, but don't make me regret trusting you. All right, fine. I suppose during a time of war, he's entitled to a little bit of caution. Toonline is big, so no, that doesn't warrant a fish slap. But let's see what I do here. But this does warrant a milestone check. I need to find Faltharan, but I also need to speak with some refugees from the White City, apparently. Here we have. This is. Oh, Faltharan. I find Faltharan first, and he is surrounded by refugees. Hello there.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Pineleaf, at last you have. How in the world did he arrive before I did if I came straight here through the most direct route and I was encumbered by escorting a rather ill man? I mean, I think there's something dodgy here. Yes, my father and I were beginning to worry that you were not coming here at all. In our short time here, I have heard peculiar things, but there are more pressing matters at hand. Yeah?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
My father's health is of great concern to me, Pineleaf. Although he has been in good spirits since we freed him from the captors, his flesh has grown pale, and his breasts are growing more labored by the hour. I have yet to find a healer within Tumladen, though I'm certain that one must be here. However, I learned of interesting things from the Rangers of the North before they left Peligir. They spoke of kingsfoil as an herb of great restorative use, and gave it the name of Athelas. Can you imagine such things? Kingsfoil's not but a weed. Yet I can't have any stone unturned. If you would seek out Kingsfoil outside of Tumladen and return it to me, I would be grateful. Also, if you happen upon any food within Tumladen, even a mere loaf of bread, I would greatly aid my father's recovery. Yes, okay, so collect a loaf of bread, and boy, I take that quite literally, don't I? Even a loaf of bread. All right, I'll bring a loaf of bread. What else?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
When my father and I arrived here, the gate warden told us that many of the folk of Minas Tirith were seeking shelter within the walls. Many indeed. From what I can tell, they seem to delight in rumor mongering, and I don't blame them, for thinking of unbelievable tales and happenings may be the only respite they have of the encroaching darkness. For my part, I have heard little of Minas Tirith in recent days, and I suspect that the folk here might know more. Speak to them while I tend to my father, and tell me of what you learned. So I need to talk to refugees of Minas Tirith into Mladen to find out rumors there, and I also need to talk to White City refugees into Mladen for the epic story. And of course, that's a different set of refugees because we need to talk to 8 different refugees. And oh yes, I need to find some king's foil and collect a loaf of bread. Actually, maybe I should go and look for the king's foil first. And that's what we'll do in the next episode of the Complete Pineleaf.